Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. And hello, Lindsay. What's up?
I'm just chilling. It's been a long day already today for both of us.
It's been a long day. Yeah, it has.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the rest of it. I suck at that one. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. We don't know that one.
And
yeah, you're thinking about
something when I see you again.
Yeah, when I see you again. Yeah, that, all of that and that. Yeah. Hey, how you doing over there? I mean,
what are you drinking today?
It's been a long ass day, really. Yeah. It's one of those days where your ass is hanging to your like kneecaps, the backside, you know. And then you always want to go to the club and you want to go dancing, but your ass is like flapping down there. Like it's just not cool. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, you're living your best life, right? I mean, you know, it's just like I want to go to the club, but my ass is flapping back there.
What you drinking today?
Well, me?
Mm-hmm.
This is something that was bestowed upon me called Cutwater. Yeah, it's like a 12% mango margarita.
Nice.
Because I'll be missing me some damn cruising, man, and margaritas and.
We're going to book one soon.
We experienced a little bit of that with our little vacay that we just had. And
yes.
I'm cracking it open right now. And what are you drinking over there, Lindsay?
I'm having a Grape Vista Bay. I have like a plethora of them in the outside fridge. So I'm going to go through those tonight. And I just recently had a pineapple one that I mixed with a tropical Celsius.
Yeah.
But I don't need any more Celsius right now. I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I have some more of that, before I'm like...
One of these days, I'm just going to buy something random and be like, here, try this.
Okay. Well, you got to make sure it's low carb, low sugar.
Okay. Low carb, low sugar. Try this. And it's going to happen.
All right.
That way it's like untypical. Ooh.
We'll roll that intro.
I'm not ready.
Let's get this party started.
I'm kind of ready for a nap myself. But happy Friday, everybody. And I'm hitting this button and I hit it twice.
Hit the wrong switch.
Because we hit it twice when we do this. I mean, I just took my first sip of this. It's very good.
Okay.
So, yeah, anybody that wants to try the mango margarita by Cutwater. I didn't know Cutwater. That's crazy sounding. But cool. Love it. Try that shit, right? Yeah, it's very good. I'm going to slurp on this while you destroy everything. And, Lindsay, I just had a question.
What's that?
What made you feel old today? How this week?
Today?
Yeah, in the last 5 minutes.
I don't write mine down. I've had several of them this week.
I love putting her first because she always feels old as fuck whenever I put her first. It's like, oh, you put me first? Wait a minute. I was going to bounce off what you were saying.
No, it wasn't at all. I usually come up with...
You do. And
but
you're amazing.
Yours triggers what mine was.
Don't it, though?
So
I like we're on the same wave so much. It's crazy.
So we finally let our youngest granddaughter stay the night last night.
Yeah.
And then I was just sitting there thinking about it. And it's really hard to believe that we are grandparents of a 6, a 5, a 4, and a 1-year-old.
That's fully old.
Still makes no sense to me. Like the words that come out of my mouth, it's just like, no, that's not possible.
I think there's a point where what makes you feel old actually is just you're fucking old. Because we are old, man.
Oh, and it's the 30th anniversary of Scream. The original Scream.
That part. I'm going to bounce off of like 2 things. First one is talking to a new employee at work and saying that I've known a guy for like over 25 years.
Ooh.
Yeah. And being like, dude, you're not even 25.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got a coworker at work that I've known for over 25 years. Yeah. That made me feel old. Yeah. And then I wrote something down over here. Hang on. Let me look at my little notey poos. My little notey poos. Oh, the Harry Potter thing. Yeah. Noticing that Daniel Radcliffe looks like he did at the very end of Harry Potter when they tried to age him up when he had his kid. And he's putting him on like the train on platform 9 3/4. He looks like that now.
Yeah, he's for real that age.
He's
now.
for real looking like that. Like that made me feel old because I just revisited Harry Potter and I had to.
The fact, that dude's set for life. He can literally do anything he wants to do.
He's golden.
And the fact that he played Weird Al Yankovic in that movie was just everything to me. He did so good.
Yeah, and he's still in the scene. I love it. That's like, okay, we had our Leonardo DiCaprio, right? But he's like a second generation of that. I was going to say he's Gen Z's Leonardo DiCaprio, but not as problematic. Yeah, but we were like young enough, in the middle of millennials to like really grasp onto that.
Well, we watched, I don't know if you watched Growing Pains, but I watched Leo grow up from that show.
Yeah.
To like, and it's the same thing with like Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling. Like and Jimmy Fallon. I latched onto them in the very babies. Early career.
Smooth face, just baby.
And shit that nobody else was listening or watching. You know what I mean? And then, or nobody that I really knew was watching. Like Growing Pains was not a popular show in my group of friends at school. Like I loved it. I loved that show.
Yeah.
But like, and then the show that I first watched Ryan Reynolds on, I think it was called A Guy and a Girl in a Pizza Place, or Two Guys, a Girl in a Pizza Place. And then I watched Ryan Gosling on it was like a teenage soap opera where he was on this, it was a school abroad that they went to school on a cruise ship. It was the dream.
Wow.
Yeah. Jimmy Fallon too. I started.
Yeah, he was just such a baby face, young, doing his little
always
thing.
laughing. And that's why I have loved him since then, because he was always laughing on SNL. Yeah. He could not break for a long time.
I watched the thing where he was kind of making jokes after where Michael Jackson got a fake award or something one time, and he made some comments like right after he got this. It was his birthday, Michael Jackson's birthday, and then Jimmy Fallon's like holding up the same thing. He's like, they gave us all one of these like awards. And he was like so young. And then of course, like Chris Farley came on, I guess it was SNL at the time, and did like this whole award thing. It was really cute. It was just, they weren't like actually making fun, but like Ricochet making fun. That was really cute. It was like watching all that. And that makes me feel old because that was in the 90s.
It was the 90s. Yeah. I love that guy. His name is not off on my head right now, but just type in on TikTok.
It was the 90s.
It was the 90s and you'll find him. And he like auto-tuned stories from when he's a gay man. He's a gay man, but he was like growing up in the church. In the church
scene, he's like, yeah, and everybody forced him into like staying in it. And he stayed in it, and of course, he was just like.
And now he's like not religious at all. Like most of us are that were forced.
In the middle of all that, but
trauma dumping.
Lindsay has stories, and I hopefully, hoping with all of my goddamn heart that this one isn't so fucking bad.
Well, we're going to talk about something today, or we're going to drink about something today that we haven't talked about like really at all. So today we are drinking about Griselda Blanco, and she was born February 15th, 1943. And I just thought about that too. That's Juppie's birthday.
Well, our little grandbaby. But the day.
No, not to, yeah, February 15th.
We would really feel old then.
And so a lot of this takes place in Colombia, and I am going to struggle with pronunciations of names, so just bear with me, okay?
And I will always put that you did a great job no matter what you come up with. I love it.
Well, she was born in Cartagena, Colombia. Does that sound right?
Cartagena, I think. Was there a movie where they had the Cartagena thing? What was that? Romancing the Stone. They called it Cartagena. I don't know why.
I don't know why, because it's spelled with an A.
I know.
But anyway, So when she was 3, her and her mother moved to Medellin, which is the second largest city in Colombia. They did not live in a very good neighborhood. In fact, her neighborhood of Barrio Trinidad was considered the red light district, and Griselda was exposed to a lot of violence at a very, very young age. This was also like war torn country. Like there was a lot going on at that time in Colombia. She became a pickpocket, I think around the age of 5, and even formed a little gang.
Ooh.
At 5 and on. And in 1954, when she was just 11 years old, her and her gang kidnapped a 10-year-old rich kid to get ransom money. The parents refused to pay this ransom because these were just kid gangsters. And I immediately went to the little kids on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm going to Little Rascals myself, but still.
No, I went dark because this is about to get dark.
Oh,
and
with the knives and shit. Oh,
yeah, but
damn.
Griselda shot this kid. So her first murder was at 11 years old.
That's gang gang.
And it is alleged that she turned to sex work in her teenage years, but she does deny this. She met her first husband in 1956 when she was just 13 years old, but they didn't marry until later on. And his name was Carlos Trujillo, and he had been a car washer and was also a forger and a smuggler. He would help immigrants with papers and documents to get into the U.S. At the age of 14, Griselda ran away from home to escape her stepfather's sexual abuse. And it said, too, that, like, her mom found out about it and blamed her.
So it's like every bit of all the salad.
Did you hear what I just said, though?
Yes, all at once. It's like the whole bowl of salad just got dropped on me right at one time.
And that will never, ever make any sense to me how a mother could blame a child
right
for what her partner is doing to her child. Yeah, it angers me. It saddens me. And I could not fathom.
Oh no, at the amount of selfishness of her mother is just trying to hang on and trying to make her shitty ass boyfriend or whatever that's hanging out a little bit more. Yeah, no, yeah, you don't. I
mean, and I've heard about, I've literally listened to cases where there's situations where the mother allowed it or would look the other way. And I just could never, I will never understand that.
Well, it's the same with
there. I mean, there is no understanding that.
Yeah. Oh, they turn an eye or they just say that, you were doing wrong in front of daddy or, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. We've experienced this and I do not understand this. How could you not fight to the death for your own child?
Right.
No matter what their, mannerisms are or whatever they are doing in life and trying to go through things, you try to give them the best. This is all fucked up to begin with.
And if there's a relative in your family that you have to tell your daughter not to dress a certain way around, don't let that relative around. Fuck that relative.
Yeah.
Period. But anyways, so later on, when Carlos and Griselda did get married, they started a marijuana sales business along with the smuggling and the forging. And they went to New York City and lived in the Queensboro. They would have 3 sons named Dixon, Uber, and Oswaldo. Which Uber, like, I should have deep dived into where Uber got their name because
that's cool, right?
When I get going, like, you're going to be like, huh. So anyways, when Griselda was 26, she and Carlos divorced, but they remained business partners. But then not too long after that, he was executed.
Oh, shit.
Carlos had become friends with a man named Alberto Bravo, who was in the business of cocaine. And he would get it smuggled in and then refine it. Like he had little like underworld factories, underground, whatever you call them.
He was working the deal.
Yes. The drug underworld. They were in it. Now, Alberto would become Griselda's second husband. And she got right into the cocaine business along with him and started smuggling pure cocaine in herself from Bolivia. Some
of that good.
She was at first her own mule, but she'll get more later on. They go back to Medellin and become quite a large cartel, and we're now sending mules into the U.S. starting in New York. They would send the mules to get the cash. And then, of course, the mules would bring the cash back. And the cycle would become very profitable.
So they were like deep ingrained into this way of life.
Yeah, this is their way of life.
Yeah, they didn't know anything else.
War-torn country. They come up through this.
Yeah. And they come into America.
Yeah. Now, Griselda would mostly get female mules and use girdles and bustiers to hide the product. Her sons would also eventually get involved and would hide product and money in the lining of their shelled suitcases. Women and children were mostly overlooked by the airports and customs and things like that. So,
shit, they were packing the kids up with all the stuff. Yeah.
Griselda and Alberto go back to Queens and open up a high-end lingerie shop. But they were also making more smuggling clothing. They hired underpaid tailors to make more girdles, bras, wigs, and even shoes for the mules with secret compartments to carry this product.
This is a machine.
It's a huge machine.
Yeah. Holy shit.
One corset was found abandoned with almost 7 pounds.
One corset
was holding 7 pounds in secret compartments.
7 pounds of shit. Like, what was it? What kind of drugs was it?
It was cocaine.
All cocaine.
This whole story is about cocaine.
Yeah. Eric Clapton had just chimed in. Like, I mean, the whole time, but like, I was just trying to figure out.
Well, they started out with marijuana, but cocaine, I mean, this was the rise.
Yeah. This is the quick up.
And they were from Colombia, and that's
the spot.
One woman was caught having 4.5 pounds in her underwear. That was a street value of $115,000 in 1972.
You're fucking with me, right?
And that's like 4 times that much now, right? 4 or 5.
How do you have that much just hidden in your drawers?
Well, Griselda would tell them to kind of, because she would have them wear things that would accentuate their curves. And so she would tell them to work that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they put a little flavor on it and get through customs. So
you better work. Work it now.
And like, this woman did not give her up. She was very loyal to Griselda because Griselda was taking very good care of her mules and their families. And she would start to be referred to as La Madrina, or the godmother.
Oh, fuck. I was thinking like Tony Montana or something.
That movie wasn't out yet, but guess what was?
Ooh.
The Godfather.
The Godfather.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
Oh, you can't fuck with me, man. I got you, man.
That's Scarface.
I know. Well, Tony Montana. I'm still going back that way.
I know. I mean, yeah. Al Pacino was also in The Godfather.
If she would have settled in Florida, this would be like.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get there.
Oh.
So by 1972, Griselda and Alberto had a pretty good pickup and drop off system set up in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. They paid off associates of the Colombian consulate, got their money laundered, and had forgers on payroll and paid off pretty much everyone at the Medellin airport. Like, that airport was working for them.
She's supplying New England with all the cocaine. The whole New England area, all the cocaine. She's got them.
They were moving about $1 million worth of product every 6 months. And this was, like I said, in 1972. By 1973, the DEA was formed and they were on to Griselda and Alberto. And so they were forced to go back. They were forced to flee New York and go back to Medellin.
Okay.
So Griselda meets this carjacker when she gets back to Colombia named Pablo Escobar.
No fucking way,
yeah.
Lizzie. This is deep.
And Pablo was looking to get into the business. So Pablo set up a meeting with her through a smuggler friend, and they met at a cockfight. This was something that Griselda attended regularly. She liked the cockfight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is baby Pablo at a cockfight.
Baby Pablo. Now, I guess you would say that she saw something in Pablo, and she gave him the money for his first large cocaine purchase. And he and his brother Roberto went into business with a few trusted associates. And everything was good for a while, but then something went awry. Pablo and Griselda were a little bit jealous of each other's success, and Pablo didn't really want to work for La Madrina anymore. Her being a woman boss didn't really sit well with him. He didn't like that.
You're going to take over the world, y'all.
And Griselda didn't like the fact that Pablo was now making more money than her. So she set him up to be killed by a shootout, but it didn't work out. And they would try to assassinate each other many more times in the future. So Griselda, she would figure out a different way for executions by doing drive-bys on motorcycles. This would prevent the hitmen from getting caught in traffic, which had happened a couple of times before. So they're like trying to execute. And then, I mean, they're in New York. Yeah. I mean, we've been there. We know how that's like trying to go over that George Washington Bridge and you're just stuck there for 20 minutes. And they're like, shit. So now they're on motorcycles and they can just weave in and out of traffic.
They can't get whacked in the Lincoln Tunnel.
Right.
They can't do.
No.
They can't do like Men in Black and just do like the whole fucking flip up with the fucking hit the red button thing.
Trying to get to Pablo again would become impossible. And Griselda and Alberto and her sons were basically driven out and had to move to Bogota in Colombia by a guy that Griselda helped get off the ground. So that pissed her off.
Right.
And Griselda is now paranoid and feels like she can't trust anyone. And it's also said by that time she was like dabbling into the snow herself. She even had Alberto's brother killed, thinking that he was working with Pablo.
I think in this whole podcast, we're partaking in the wrong substance, Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we need that white girl up in here.
No.
Yeah,
we're too old for that shit.
Bring it in, dude. Let's bring it in. Don't make me feel old no more, Lindsay. I'd die.
Griselda and Alberto weren't really that close to begin with, and as far as married couples go, they were more like business associates. And now she had his brother killed, so he began to try and get away from her. He started skimming millions off of their shared profits and tucked the money away for himself. And then he was killed in a shootout outside of a nightclub in Bogota. Most people thought that this was Pablo's doing, and Griselda would even say that herself. But Griselda knew. This bitch knows everything. Like, she knows everything. Now that two husbands are dead and rumored that she did it herself, she was now called the Black Widow. So she's got La Madrina and Black Widow under her belt. In 1976, Griselda met Dario. Oh, God. Here we go. Sepulveda.
You fucking nailed it.
Dario Sepulveda, Dario Sepulveda. That's how it is. It just clicked in my mind.
And
Sepulveda.
You still fucking nailed it.
He was a bank robber and the brother of one of her most trusted hitmen. Griselda was a huge fan, like I said, of the Godfather movies. And when she had a son with Dario in 1978, she named him Michael Corleone Sepulveda.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Corleone in there.
Corleone.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's all going to come. Yeah. I gotta open drink number 2.
Snappity snap on 2, huh? I'm still on 1 because I'm a little sloshed already.
After Michael was born, Griselda wanted to get out of Colombia, so she had one of her forgers make her some new documents and a new name so that she could come back to the U.S. And this time, she came to Miami.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yes. Now, Miami was pretty much the unofficial port of entry for Colombian Bam Bam. I always think of Ricky Bobby's dad.
It's your Colombian Bam Bam.
I love that guy. I think his name is Gary Cole. Like, everything that he's in, he plays to the max. And she had already been doing quite a bit of business out there anyway. So, you know, she just kind of settled at home. But when she came to live there, she realized that her status wasn't really that big of a deal anymore next to her nemesis, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, he blew up.
Yeah, because Pablo was now international and she just really couldn't compete. So she started getting really dirty in her dealings and she would amp up those killings, and she had them done publicly.
With a capital P.
With a capital P. Yes. She had people killed that owed her money and people that she owed money to.
You owe me money.
Now, the famous, oh God. So us rewatching Game of Thrones and now House of Dragons. So the new season of Euphoria is coming up, and I love that show, but Jesse hasn't watched it. But the commercial for the new season keeps coming up, and the one where it's like, "Hey, Rue, you owe me money." And Jesse is like, "I'm over this shit," but now he says it all the time.
Yeah, but I'll even say it for that Poblano shit that's going on. I don't care. I don't
Portobello.
care. Portobello, Poblano, whatever. I say it for every damn ad that keeps coming up for any show. Like, it'll be like something like crazy. There's a whole lot of Batman shit that keeps popping up, and in the middle of that, I'm like,
oh, the new the Lego Batman movie. Not, we thought it was a movie, but it's a game. Yeah,
yeah. It fires up, and I'm like, you owe me money.
And all that really pisses me off because I had HBO Max ad free with AT&T for years. And then I add 2 lines to my plan and they took away my free HBO.
Does that make you feel old, like not having ads? You remember not having ads again? Like, fuck.
Yeah, we haven't had ads in years. We got rid of cable to pay for all these streaming apps, and now they're all back.
Yeah, we were paying for it so we wouldn't have the fucking ads, and now we got the fucking ads, dude. I feel like a boomer now. Like, I'm pissed off.
I mean, so all of my apps, all of our streaming apps have went up $2 or $3, and then they want you to pay $2 or $3 more.
Yeah, because every one of them is popping up right now, and they're all like, "You owe me money."
Okay, the famous Dadeland Mall massacre in 1975 was orchestrated by Griselda, and she took out a drug lord named Herman Jimenez Panesio.
Yeah, you fucking nailed it. But I wanted to know, is that Dadeland, Florida?
Dadeland. Oh, Miami-Dade.
Miami-Dade.
Did I say that wrong? Dadeland Mall massacre. Excuse me.
So Miami-Dade Land Mall massacre.
Yes.
So we're finna find out about a fucking mall massacre.
Well, I'm telling you about it right now.
That's what we're finna find out right fucking now. Why are you telling me about it right now?
You're gonna make me repeat. Okay, so the drug lord Herman Jimenez Panesio and his bodyguard Juan Carlos Hernandez, they were taken out in front of a liquor store at this mall. Okay. Now Griselda owed Herman money for 40 kilos of cocaine and just didn't want to pay him. So she just had him publicly executed.
You fuck around and find out.
And also it was said that her hitman Paco, his wife was cheating on him with this guy. I don't want to say his name again because Herman. Yeah. And when their bodies after the shootout were described as Swiss cheese.
Fucking Swiss cheese, Lindsay. Oh my God. Dude, they're just Swiss like cheese. Blowing people away and doing whatever the fuck they want.
That's a lot of holes.
Oh, now I'm picturing all this coming down, and it's just...
You can, I think that you can see footage of this. I did not look it up, and I don't know why, but I heard through one resource that you could see video footage of this.
Just blasting right there in the fucking parking lot at the liquor store. Just fuck it.
Right.
Damn.
Now, the hitmen, they were driving a Happy Time Party supply van, which was absolutely a fake business. Like, it had a phone number on it and everything, but you couldn't reach nobody at that number.
Happy Time.
It was just it's so
I
terrible.
Figured like a donkey would come out wearing like a birthday hat.
Oh,
like one of those cone hats and shit, and blowing one of those like a little thing that and with a pinata on his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can ride this bastard for $5.
This is historically defined as the start of the Miami drug war. And the drug lords were referred to as cocaine cowboys.
See, and they hung on to, like, I watched Blow. They hung on to all the dude stuff. You know, they don't hang on to some shit like this. This is cool shit to me. I mean, I'm not saying that it's cool. I mean,
oh, by the way,
it's horrifically not cool, but at the same time, this is like you're fucking. I feel like I'm in the middle of a good ass movie right now.
well, mid story here, I do want to shout out my coworker Bailey. She has begged me to cover this case for some time now, and this is for you, Bailey. Oh. Yes.
She must partake in the, the things, Like,
no, this case just interested her.
It's very interesting.
Yes.
It's very.
In 1980, this is when Fidel Castro sent over like 125,000 homeless people with mental illnesses and people who had been to prison. He sent them over to Miami.
That's the beginning of Tony Montana when he came over and they got in the whole camp with the tents and the shit and Okay.
So you got a lot of people that come over that they have nothing.
They got nothing.
So
they put them in like a camp.
Yeah.
Under a bridge.
Griselda took this to her advantage and she hired a lot of these. They would, a lot of these people would become employed through Griselda. Now, her sons, Dixon and Uber, were in their 20s at this time and were now a big part of the business. And Dixon was one of her top motorcycle hitmen. And Uber, he was in distribution. That's what I'm saying. Uber distribution, I don't know, is...
Which comes into my mind
because you got
right
Uber
now.
Eats.
Yeah. No, it slaps into my mind of like, what is classified as a serial killer? How many people did they fucking take out? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you know at the end here.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them that we don't know, which
it's so different up, though, because your standard serial killer is taking out. I mean, a lot of innocent people would be taken out during these public executions of people involved in the business. There would be innocent bystanders, that would get injured or kill themselves. But like when you think of a serial killer, you think of this one person that's taking out innocent people to feed their own sick fantasies.
Right.
Which is what we have, or like Eileen Wuornos was basically for survival.
Right. And Deep Dive, though, it's like, this is a sick fantasy.
But she's a serial killer.
This is a sick fantasy of them and their money and their come up and their way of life, I'm
going to hit up Elizabeth and tell her I need a Griselda shot glass.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like for sure. Because, I mean, just like Charles Manson, he set people out to do things.
Right. He never killed a single person himself.
Right. So she set people out to do hundreds of things. So yeah, need to reclassify what's classified because there's like you're trying to put different classes on things. And we look at drug war and drug everything as a little bit lighter. And I don't understand why. And that's what I'm realizing right now in the middle of this. I'm not so horrified as normally as you be talking about like a serial killer or something. So there's a whole psychosis that's going on in my own fucking mind right now, Lindsay, where I'm taking this lightly, but it's just so is equally as
I'm
horrific.
Not done. So yeah, hold on to that. No, I'm as horrified.
Middle point right now. Mentally, I myself am taking this way lighter than I should be because we need to really understand that this is
just as bad
and
different scenario,
very so equivalent whenever you try to weigh out the two things, drug trade and drug wars and all the shit that goes on in drug crime and everything. It is just as fucking bad.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to get a little plant worthy over here. Yeah, I really am because I was goof booting and all this shit, but right now I'm taking it in and I'm weighing it out and everything is very fucking equal. Yeah, you're killing me.
Just different scenario.
No, you're killing me in a whole different light.
Well, now Oswaldo, her third son, he was also a distributor at only 15 years old.
See, bring your children into this. Fuck.
And Griselda, she didn't play when it came to her boys and would have people killed if they weren't allowed to date their daughter or sleep over at their house.
So it's like you got to have.
She's just taking out people for that.
You got to have.
They're not even
status.
Involved in the you owe me money type shit. Yeah.
This is hard, dude. This is hard. This is bad.
And there would be many attempts to kidnap little Michael Corleone. One man was successful, but Griselda, she got Michael back. And when this man's son passed away, like from different causes. She didn't have the son killed, but she had her hitmen gun him down at this man's son's wake. Took
Right
him
there.
out at the funeral in front of
She's
everybody.
that powerful. Yeah. Damn.
Now, Jesus Castro, who was a former employee, he got into an argument with Oswaldo.
Big name to begin with. Castro, right? Big name.
Oh, yeah.
Cuba.
Well, he got into an argument with Oswaldo, who was staying with him at the time, and Jesus kicked him out. So she ordered a motorcycle hit for this man just kicking her son out of his house, who was probably being a little shit. And he wasn't killed, though. But his 2-year-old son became the victim.
Oh, fuck. So here we go, Lindsay. I was sinking into it. I was sinking into your fuckery. Fuck, Lindsay.
He had been asleep on Jesus's shoulder. And Griselda, she did not give a shit. She was like, all right, now we're even. That was her thoughts on the situation.
Nothing. Just fuck it.
That's it.
We're moving on.
In 1983, Dario, her husband, Sepulveda, he was caught cheating on Griselda with a stripper. And so they split up and they're in a custody battle. And I'm sure this wasn't a legal custody battle. I'm sure this was just arguments amongst themselves because they ain't getting no law involved in anything. And Dario took Michael and fled to Colombia. Griselda's hit on Dario included fake cops pulling him over, and Dario was gunned down right in front of little Michael.
Holy fuck. She has that much fucking power.
Now, he thought he would be protected because he was on good terms with Pablo back in Medellin. Didn't work out.
You never know who the fuck's going to pop up. You never know.
You don't.
Damn.
Now, Griselda, she was reunited with Michael in Miami, but they had to flee because Dario had a lot of friends. And like I said, he was on good terms with Pablo Escobar. And the DEA was now after her boys.
This is so fucking interesting. I can't
Right.
say it as I'm a little slosh now, but this is tasty. I mean, no. As
Oh
a
my
true
God.
crime
I just thought of
podcast-
that character on Candy Crush. Tasty.
I know. That's what I want to say. I want to know.
Jesse's getting the tea today.
Oh.
So she would set up different safe houses in Miami, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. And she would kind of circle in between them, mostly staying in Los Angeles. But she was moving just enough to keep the DEA like, where the fuck is she? Where the fuck are these boys? You know,
Right.
And they're moving around as well. A former friend of the family named Jerry Gomez was willing to make a deal with the DEA. So he set up a meeting with Dixon and was offering to launder dirty money for him or for the business, you know. But it was a disguised Griselda who showed up with the money that needed to be laundering. And the DEA was watching, but they didn't make an arrest just yet. You know, they got to get that shit just right. And they tracked her down in 1985 in Orange County, and they set up surveillance. And when they spotted Michael outside playing at this house, they knew they had the right place. They rushed the house and they found Griselda reading her Bible in bed.
In the name of Jesus.
The name of Jesus. Like when I heard that, I was like, what? With all the H's, like, ma'am.
WHHHHHAW and all the W's. No, like, okay, you're going to live this fucking life, but you can wash it all away before you go to sleep. It's all good then.
Right.
Yeah. If I die in my sleep, I'm good, right?
Well, to me, that's no different than the fucking people that come from church and go berate a server right after service.
Yeah. And I'm shitting on Christianity, but you need to rethink.
I am.
You need to rethink.
You believe in
that
God,
concept.
but fuck people that come from church or people that have scriptures in their Facebook, Instagram, whatever profile on a daily basis, wear scripture-based t-shirts, clothing, apparel, and then go and treat people like shit. Hey, fuck you.
Hey, Lindsay, I'm going to tip you this right here. Here's you a 20. And it's a fake one, and it just has a Bible scripture on the back side.
I'm going to side story really...
I got you.
I'm going to side story really fast. So I started following this restaurant GM, and he's worked for several different restaurants. And he happened to be a GM of the same restaurant chain that I work for. And he described this server as basically me, somebody that had been there a long time, a server that had constant requests. This server station was always full because they had that many regulars, right? So they get a party of 12. Now, according to my restaurant standards, you're not supposed to take a party that big by yourself. But this party was all in his station. He trusted this server to do a great job. So he's like, you know, you go ahead and take this party. I'm going to help you, whatever you need. Dude takes the party. The whole party is bragging on him, telling him what a great job he's done. They're having a great time. They're doing everything. So they leave. They're going up to pay their bill. And the manager is helping this server bust the table and sees a $50 and $2 on the table. And he's like, wow, you know, you did a great job. You know, they tipped you a nice little amount there. But I mean, for 12 people, the restaurant I work at, 12 people can eat pretty reasonably priced. But I still feel like, I mean, 50 is good, but I always base it on at least 20% of the bill, but whatever. So Alvin, the server, he goes to pick up this money, and the 50 is one of those fucking fake 50s with scriptures on it. And $2. So they left $2 fucking dollars for a party of 12 and told this guy that he did an amazing job the whole time they were sat, right? So this guy goes and he does this in a very, in my opinion, safe way to get back at these people, but it didn't end up being safe, unfortunately. But so he takes them. Oh, and not only did this fake 50 have a scripture on it, it also had an invitation for him to come to their church.
Yeah, join the congregation. I'm bringing you closer to Jesus.
So he goes and he hands them this money back and is like, thank you for your invitation to your church. I do already have a home church, so I appreciate this. And I was just wondering, since I am so blessed, if you could just maybe put this back in the offering plate for me.
Yeah.
To me, that's great. Whatever. The pastor, who was, you know, the ringleader of this party of 12, emails the home office of this corporation and says that this server embarrassed him. He didn't embarrass him. This was just, they were one-on-one speaking.
They fucking embarrassed themselves.
And they had to fire him.
They fucking did what?
They made the manager fire this poor guy. Yeah. That's
some culty ass fucking church shit that happens down here in the Bible
That's why
Belt.
I say, fuck it all. Yeah, so anyways.
That's fucking thick. That is just thick.
Yeah,
that's
I had to share that story because that's really been on my mind all week. Now, I know better than to do anything like that because it will always backfire, and nobody is worth my job, my income. And I have a slew of regulars and requests that take good care of me. And, you know, I love my job. I'm invested.
Yeah, but don't you want to give them their fake? Because you have came home several times in our relationship with those fake ass 20s with the Bible scripture on the back.
I've got 100 in that box right now. I hang on to it for the hatred.
Yeah. No. Every time you ever upon a church and they pass the plate, you better put fucking one of those in it.
I ain't going back to a church.
I'm just saying, if we ever upon a church, if it ever happens,
I don't even want to go to a wedding that's held at a church.
If it ever happens, Lizzie, we're bringing all 100 of them, dude. We'll just be like, boom. They just dropped in like $2,000 in 20s, and we'll be like, yeah, we got you.
With our own little saying.
Yeah.
You know what the back of those say? You know what the back of those $100 bills say? Disappointed? With a question mark. And then it has a whole spiel about eternal life and oh my God.
So I think we should go to a church on purpose. Just fucking drop fucking all of them. Dude, let's do that shit.
You know, you can buy those. Let's buy us a little pack of them and go to different let's church hop one day.
Let's do this. Dude, that would be great. The big ones, the big shitty ones. Because I believe there is some of them around here that are fucking decent.
Yeah. They're like I told you, there's one, I've waited on every pastor in our little town, and there's one that's genuinely a nice guy.
Yeah, my redheaded guy, right?
No.
No, not him.
He's awful. Oh, I told you this story.
That was the church that I donned whenever I was
that guy, this particular guy that you're talking about, he used to come to the restaurant that I work at and he would bring in new members and have discussions with them and sit in your section for hours and leave $2.
Oh, that guy did?
And then he would bring his family of 6 in. They would order 3 meals and he would share among 3 meals among 6 people and then leave $4. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in Lake City, Florida, don't snitch on us because I just said the redheaded guy, the redheaded stranger. I thought it was a good dude. I like that church.
Well, they can all appear to be.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Is either that fucked up? I mean, I don't know, man. Fuck.
But anyway, so Griselda is now arrested, and one by one, the DEA also got her older boys. She was sentenced to 20 years, and her boys each got 12, but then they were reduced down to 10. Now, Griselda, while she was in prison, her story spread fast, and she still ran her empire from prison. She was famous.
Just running it. It didn't run. You can't stop it. Didn't
slow her down. She met Charles Cosby while in prison, who was in his 20s while she was in her late 40s, and she made him a millionaire through cocaine distribution. And they also became lovers. And they would bribe the guards to have conjugal visits.
Get it in.
Look the other way.
Yeah.
Look the other way.
As soon as they get in here, y'all, I got to get it in.
Now, her boys were released in the 90s. Now, Dixon, he was a U.S. citizen, so he stayed in the Bay Area, but Uber and Oswaldo were deported back to Medellin. Oswaldo was shot twice at a nightclub by Pablo's cartel, and he jumped off a balcony to get away, but he didn't make it.
Fuck.
Now, Pablo, he died a couple of years later in 1993, but he was killed by the actual Colombian police.
Right. They came and snapped him out. Mm-hmm.
Now, while she was in prison, the murder of Johnny Castro, the little 2-year-old, they tied that to her and a couple others. And one of her hitmen was going to testify against her. So she was transferred to Florida and was planning to kidnap JFK Jr.
What?
In exchange for her freedom.
I don't know why they're coming after me.
So she told her lover, Charles, all about this. And he was like, you know what, girl, I am out. That was like the line, like, you want to get JFK Jr.? No. So he decided to testify against her as well. And now this was all in 1996, and the prosecution thought their case was airtight and Griselda would get the death penalty. But it was discovered that her hitman that was to testify against her was having phone sex with 2 secretaries at the state's attorney's office, and Charles Cosby, her boyfriend, was having an affair with one of the secretaries. So all that fell through.
Damn.
But she was sentenced to 20 years in 1998, but she had already served most of that, and she was out by 2004. Now, she was deported back to Medellin, and then Uber, he was murdered outside of a gym, which was wild because he didn't really have any enemies. Remember I told you Uber was in distribution.
They took him out in his workout clothes?
Yeah, right outside.
In his jumper?
In his jumper.
Fuck.
But, you know, because I told you Uber, he was in distribution. Now, Dixon, he was a hitman. So that was to probably, I mean, in my opinion, if you're in this business, you're just like, it's just any time it's going to happen.
Any fucking time.
You're just biding time. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Oswaldo and now Uber have both been killed. Now, Dixon, who was in his 40s, he was in rehab because he had started dipping into the product way too much.
All yayed up.
Yeah. Now, Griselda, she is almost 70 at this point, and she decides to chill from the cocaine scene for a while. And she had some property, so she decided to rent those out for a steady income. She moved into a fancy neighborhood, used a fake identity, and she went by the name Danya. I think it's, Danya Grease. Yeah.
You nailed it.
And she was pretty safe until 2006 when the documentary Cocaine Cowboys came out, which was a lot about her and Pablo. And part 2 came out in 2008. So her name was everywhere. And on September 3rd, 2012, Griselda was leaving the butcher's after buying some meat, and a man on a motorcycle came by, jumped off his bike, and shot Griselda in the shoulder and in the head and took off. She was 69 years old, and no one has ever been named as her killer.
So many have not been named. That's where I was just like, you're slapping me with a lot of serial.
Well, I mean, hitmen, there's not a lot of them that have names. Like,
yeah.
Most of the ones that are named were pretty much snitched on by somebody else, you know?
I mean, they're calling like, okay, there's different people that they're calling out. You know, you go take out this person, you go take out that person. There's different people. They might take out 2 or 3 in their career, their drug crime career or whatever. But there's hundreds that was called on by one person. Those are the serial killers. They had no choice. You know, they had to do that. Otherwise, it was getting done to them.
Right. Now, she was killed by the very same method that she invented. And it is said that she is responsible for over 200 deaths in her reign as La Madrina.
Just her. Just one. Drug semi-lord. Not the Lord and Savior, but the smaller Lord. Like,
well, she wasn't smaller. She was equal to.
She was like a Lord Farquaad, you know, like in the middle of things.
Some of you may die.
Yes.
But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Take, whatever. Yeah,
something like that.
Yes.
One of the two.
Lord Farquaad sent us here.
He huffed and he puffed. And he sent the eviction notice.
Yeah, on a motorcycle with a fucking Uzi. Damn, Lindsay.
Yeah, there was.
That's a fucking lot.
Uzis everywhere.
Oozing the Uzis.
So I do encourage our listeners to watch that documentary, The Cocaine Cowboys.
No, the realization, like when you talk about like, okay, real murderers and this is real. This is all fully fucking the
historic.
Same fucking thing. Why do you take it lightly? And do you? I mean, I do. For some reason, when it comes to drug trade and drug wars and drug shit, I take it a little bit lighter. I don't know why.
It's different.
Why?
It's still horrible.
Yeah, but why? Why do we take it like that? Is it a mindset? Because we're so fucking glorified in films and things? I mean,
well, no, I just said earlier, when you are in that business, you should basically know in your head that it could happen to you any day.
Any damn time.
When you're an innocent, going back to Ed Kemper, when you're an innocent kid just trying to get to school and you're picked up by somebody who's acting like they're being a good Samaritan.
It's full strategy.
That's completely different.
It's different.
And then what he did to those bodies afterwards, after the bodies are mutilated, they're
just shooting and moving on this one.
Yeah. It's completely different scenarios.
Yeah, but still, like, okay,
it's still terrible.
The mindset of being that Lord Farquaad and fucking sending somebody out to fucking send out the eviction notice, you're still fucking doing the work. I mean, it's still so horrific, and it's just unjustified drug. I mean, everybody's in the fucking pocket, so they all know where they're fucking at. Right?
And you and I grew up on all these movies, the Scarface, the Godfather. We grew up on, or me specifically, watched General Hospital every day. Where Sonny Corinthos, he was pretty much a drug lord. He had a hitman, and I loved the hitman. Like, he was my favorite character, you know?
So, I mean, even everybody that gets taken out, but there's innocent people that do get taken out. So that's still just as bad, you know? So you gotta take that into perspective, because it's just like, okay, these people have chose to have this lifestyle.
But unfortunately, it is a lot of their only way to make money. They don't know any other way.
And the salad be salad. Yes, all the way. Damn.
Well, that is the end of our story of Griselda Blanco.
You know, Lindsay, when you start really soaking in all the bullshit and trying to get out of Hollywood, it's just as fucking bad. I mean, this is really fucking bad. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay, for destroying me. It took me a while in my mind, but this is fucking just as bad as everything else. I mean, you're wrapping everything up in one big ass ball of fuckery, and it's just as bad to me. I am fucking drunk off this fucking drink over here.
He's not even finished one.
No, I'm saving it for the band, dude. I'm saving it for the band.
So what band are you going to cleanse our palate with today?
I'm Cutwater, dude. If you want to have a Cutwater, I guarantee you're going to get super sloshed, dude. I mean, just do it.
He hasn't even finished one. I've had two during this session, and he's still on one.
Off the mic.
I'm not finished with my second one.
Crying over this. And normally I'm like a liquor dude. I'm drinking 100 proof bourbons a lot.
And Cutwater gotcha.
And this has got me. No, I took a full on shower and got all sobered up. Fucking cool, whatever. This is slapping me, dude. I got a band, though, called Parish 9.
Parish 9. Well, I'm going to get to work on my
look
admin.
Up the things. Yes, Parish 9. Lindsay, this song is called Dream With It a Dream. And I want you to dream with me because this is some good ass shit right here.
I'm excited.
Dream state like me will be a fix for that.
cool.
They were fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Sharing all this stuff. It's just, oh my God. The music.
Yes.
And finding all these bands. Really cool stuff.
So they are Parish9 on Spotify, which I follow them on there, and on Instagram, Parish9 Official. They describe themselves as melodic hard rock with a dark pulse, which is exactly perfect description. And I guess they had some of their old counts were deleted, so they're rebuilding. Go follow these guys, support them.
I have been there.
You sure have. Jesse had a huge following with Shout to the Earth, and we were literally at the Springs and trying to enjoy our fucking life.
Ruined my day.
With friends and family, and their page got hacked and he had to start over.
It's like weird because like we were in the middle of like Rockville status.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, somebody just like latches on to you. A curmudgeon of just nastiness, whatever you want to call it, you know.
Or it could have been a bot. I mean, like, we don't know. Yeah.
But unfortunately, we were exploding in the United States just the same as them. And, you know, support these bands.
That's unfortunately, like, there was no restoring of your original account. So you had to rebuild. I mean, we shared and we did the thing for sure.
We were like almost 6,000. And it was just like, it was skyrocketing.
Which is a lot for a local hobby band.
And yeah. We were okay. We were just like starting to skyrocket up to the I mean, we were in the, you know, upper thousands. So it was just like, what? All of a sudden, boom, you know, after Rockville, it was like just fucking somebody just hit us. And they were like, oh, we'll give you everything. They actually did. They sent a thing. They were like, ransomware or whatever. We'll give you all your shit back if you give us money. And I was like, fuck that. You know? As a hobby, no.
Yeah. Your fucking page was ransomed. That's wild.
Yeah, it was really ransomware because they did hit me up. And, you know, that happened. It happened to my work, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, it happened to a lot of businesses around our area. I'm sure it happened to many, many more in bigger cities and things. It's crazy.
Oh, pay attention to your securities.
Like even our City Works, like our utilities company was hit up because we got letters from that.
Yeah.
AT&T had a data. Yeah.
It was rough. Yeah. It was rough. Yeah. It hit us in our local area and I was part of it. It was around the same time. It was crazy.
Well, we are going to wrap up this episode. We're going to share our plugs really quick. So on Instagram, we are Drink About Something. On our main website is drinkaboutSomething.site. On if you want to send us a Gmail, if you want to share your story, if you know of a true crime story that you want to hear us talk about, or if you've been a part of one, send us an email at drinkaboutsomethingpod@gmail.com. And if you want to join in on our lives on TikTok, it's drinkaboutSomethingpod_Lindsay. And on YouTube, we are
JENDSEY. You will find us. And I think on season 3, I'm just going to put this on an end roll, you know, where it just plays the shit at the end. No, it's not. It's not
because we do have
we're trying to be repetitive, but we're doing it organically, and that's a reel, right? I like that. I kind of like that. I don't think I'm ever going to put it on a reel. You know?
No, it only takes us a couple minutes, whatever, to engage with our audience.
Follow, like, subscribe, and share.
Comment and rate us. That really helps us get into the algorithm of the true crime community. So that like when you like me, I'll put on my latest episode of my favorite podcast, you know, and then while I'm in the depths of cleaning or exercising or whatever comes next is something that's in my algorithm and we want to be in yours.
I just finished my Cutwater, Lindsay.
Just finished that Cutwater.
And I was really liking my Farquad joke, man. I was liking that. Not trying to be selfish, but I'm kind of basking. I was finna say gasping.
In the ambience.
I'm gasping in the ambience.
Lord Farquaad sent us, y'all.
I feel like I'm gasping over this fucking Cutwater. Anyhow.
That'll be Jesse's last Cutwater.
That's my last.
First and last. Done.
Yeah. Damn it. That shit was strong. Don't you ever bring that shit to me. Don't you ever bring that shit to me. No, I want more. It's vacation, really. It's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good, horrifically good, I guess. I mean, you fucking killed me. Thank you, Lindsay. And
again, shout out to Bailey. She brought this one to my attention. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Bailey, I hope you enjoy my coverage on it. I hope I lived up to your expectations.
Yeah, shout out to Parish 9. Shout out to all the fucking followers. God, we got some good ones, Lindsay.
Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Our this will be our like fourth. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will be our fourth real follower that we're looking for. So hit us up, follow us, and we want to see you in all the algorithms and all the things just popping up, dude. I want to send you some merch. Let's do this.
Oh, and one more thing. We didn't forget. We were in the throes of vacation when we recorded Ed Kemper, but we wanted to make sure that we gave Jason Chanel his location. So he's from Orlando, and that's where we were when we recorded that episode and featured him on that episode.
So we're in the middle of doing that shit, like at a table at some whatever resort we were at, and it was like we're going through the things. We didn't even find out he was in Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we could have hung with him. Yeah, we could have partied with Jason.
Yeah,
but we'll be back. We're gonna hit Jason up.
Yeah, next time we're in Orlando, we need to hit him up. Yeah, tell me what you're working with. Yeah,
that was a cool jam. I was jamming to it yesterday.
Parish 9 was like a vibe, dude. I think I'm gonna put it on our sex tapes. You know, the ones we are don't tell nobody.
Our playlist.
Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, we'll see you guys next Friday.
Week.
Yeah. And check out all the like middle week stuff that we do, like on Wednesday, the recaps and all the shit, dude. That's fun, right? I think we do
Jesse's
that
going to have a bonus episode next week.
You're calling me out.
I am calling you out.
I'm not ready for that.
Well, you got to do it.
We went to the place, dude, and I felt so shitty, dude. Like it took me
I'm giving you another week.
Oh, it took me a whole day.
Get your shit together.
Lindsay, it took me a whole day to get over that.
I know, it really did.
Location. Mm-hmm. I couldn't even video or picture it.
Hey, you wanted me to do this, so you decided to take this on.
I know we're going longer, but like, okay, we pulled up to the spot, see where that house was? If we would have went just a little further, that was actually the spot.
Well, that was a private drive, and we already creepy? Felt the thick, horrible energy, and I don't even know anything about this, and I felt it,
wasn't it? And I didn't even portray anything on Lindsay. I was just like told her a couple little things, little small things that it was not tangible by any means. It was not anything to build off from. Right? Basically,
all I know is a horrific cult. That's all I know,
and that's coming up. So check out that shit. I guess I got to do it one of these days. I'm gonna need help. I'm going to have a little help from me friends somehow. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not ready, dude. Maybe I need some more of these motherfuckers over here. I need some liquid courage and cold water and can't do it. I don't know. Cold water just puts me in dick in the dirt over here. Lindsay, I'm going to get the fuck off of here. Yes. I love you so much. And Lindsay wants to say it.
Bye.